Good.
All right. Hi, it's Eric Stromquist and
Rob Allen.
We're here day 2, IBcon, RealComm. We are in front of a historic site, the Alamo, where rumor has it that the man, the myth, the legends, great grandfather, Davy Smyers Crockett, actually fought here. So Kenny, we're here where your ancestors are, buddy.
It's pretty cool.
It's pretty cool.
Where's
So
the rest of it?
this is it. This is it. This is it. It's not that big, but hey, you know, we just finished day 2, man. It's like getting hit with a fire hose, isn't it? Right?
I tell you, man, I got a lot of respect for you and Kenny these days. You come back talking about, oh, I've been working on it, whatever. I tell you what, man, you old guys, you're getting it done. Holy crap.
It's a lot of work. Well, it's a lot of great people, and as you know, and there's just a wealth of information. So for our listeners out there who hadn't made an IBcon RealComm, highly encourage you to check one out. This is your first one. Do you concur with that?
Oh man, this is definitely a must go if you're in our industry. This is super good stuff. You learn a lot.
Yeah.
You better be ready though. It's a fire hose.
Well, listen. So you know, the general session today that started out in the morning. Kind of an interesting character there with the beard. Tell us his story.
So his name's Bran Herren, and he actually has got the patent for the pinch to zoom for the Apple stuff and I guess every other smartphone these days and stuff. But pretty neat, you know. Guy was pretty comical. Dropped a few F-bombs during his keynote. He, well, you saw him. He had the khaki pants and the untucked polo and the zookeeper shirt on and the big beard about this big. And so he's just one of those eccentric, cool guys, you know, funny stuff. But
and when you greet him, you don't shake hands with him. You just go,
yeah,
like that, right?
Yeah, right. But one of the neat things he talked about that I thought was kind of cool is that there's 7.5 billion people on this planet. There's 7 billion cell phones.
Wow.
So some of us have 2 and 3 cell phones.
Yeah.
But that's a lot of cell phones.
Well, that's going to keep growing, I tell you what. So cool stuff there. And then from there, several other speakers. It was a good general session. Our guy John Sublett from Tridium spoke.
Yeah.
Interesting stuff from John. Always an articulate speaker. He's showed a photo from the Vatican. Tell him a little bit about that.
So that was neat. So 2003, there was when they were figuring out who the new Pope was going to be, they took a photo and there was one person holding up a flip phone, taking a picture.
Yeah.
And they fast forward 2013, I think they were electing another one or doing something, and everybody had a smartphone, everybody had an iPad, something like that. There was just a bunch of cool stuff.
Excuse us, fellas.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
No worries.
No worries. Okay. Sorry about that. We'll just keep it rolling, or should we start it over?
No, we're good.
Is this okay, officer? Perfect. All right. So we just got almost arrested at the Alamo.
I heard this about you and Kenny, man. What's going on?
Yeah, you're supposed to talk us out of this. Kenny's usually the guy that got the payola that pays for us.
Dude, you should have been on the curb, man. What the heck? All right.
Well, okay. All right. So anyway, back to the flip phones.
So basically, you know, the 2013, there's a new photo, and everybody's got a phone.
Yeah.
And it just shows that the end devices, everything's connected to the internet. It's growing super fast. Technology, we can't hardly keep up with it. All that's transitioning into intelligent buildings, smart buildings, all that kind of good stuff.
It's good stuff. So then from there, product show opened, and we went over there. We saw a bunch of people there. Did a lot of interviews. You did an interview with a company I hadn't heard of before. This is pretty prolific.
Yeah, Clockworks, and those guys are really neat. They do analytical software, and they got a whole entire suite. They can do everything from start to finish. The cool thing about these guys, they really want to work with an integrator. They really want an integrator to go out and lay the bare bones stuff for you. Then they go and throw their software over top of it. He pulled up his dashboard, and his example could show exactly to the dollar what your faults are costing you in your building.
Cool stuff. You did that interview. It was really good. So we got some footage. We'll be posting that probably tomorrow. And those guys, I think,
now.
Oh, it's posted now. It's posted now on YouTube.
Okay.
We got to put it on Controltrends.
That's where it matters.
But that's where it matters for sure. And I think those guys will be strong contenders next year at the Controltrends Award. So they're big Controltrends followers. So they're very interested in getting their platform in the hunt for Controltrends Awards next year.
He might be a young gun guy. He was kind of young, and he founded that company. So
yeah,
maybe.
Alex Grace. Yep.
Yep.
So cool guy there. So that was cool. We rolled right next to them. We saw Una DeBoer from Delta Controls and Copper Tree Analytics. We'll be interviewing her tomorrow. And who else? We got a bunch. John Petsy, Mark Peacock.
Yeah, Cyber Pro stuff. I mean, we actually ran into the guy yesterday. He's doing all the cybersecurity stuff, and somebody asked him, how do you sleep at night? He goes, well, I sleep like a baby. I
Yeah.
wake up every 2 hours crying. That was pretty darn funny.
That was Big Poppy. Big Poppy, Ted Houck from Hepta Systems told us that story. And again, saw a lot of people, get a lot of interviews there. Then I got to do Conference Live, which is what Jim Young and Fred Gordy, what Jim Young and Howard Berger do every year. That they bring in a great guy, Jerry. He interviews all the people. It's 24/7 live stream interviews, which, I love that stuff. Well, Jerry needed a lunch break, so I got to interview like 6 people today. So got to interview Big Poppy, Little Poppy, the Houcks from Hepta Systems. Got to interview Tom Shurtleff, Rob Murchison, Intelligent Buildings. What'd you think of those guys?
Those guys are awesome. I think they're going to come to Atlanta and do a little show for us.
Yeah, so Rob's got them teed up for our integrators in Atlanta. We're going to come show you how to do a few things. These guys are super, super bright. John Petsy from SkyFoundry, got to interview him, and several other people. So that was a great experience for me. And then after that, man, we tried to storm to Alamo here with our camera. We're told we had to get off the curb, but hey, we tried.
These guys are wearing cowboy hats, so I listened to them.
I do too.
But tomorrow, we've got Donny Walker, which I'm really excited about.
That's right, yeah.
Newcomb Boyd.
Yeah.
This guy is everywhere. So he wants to know it. He wants to know how it works. He wants to know what it's all about. And he's going to tell us his thoughts on the first 2 days, or two and a half days of the conference, probably by that time tomorrow. And tell us what he likes, what he doesn't like, and be really candid with us. I really like that guy. I'm looking forward to that.
I like that a lot. And for our customers in Atlanta and Georgia, Newcomb Boyd's one of the consulting engineers there, been around forever. Donny Walker is an enlightened guy. One of the things that we see some consulting engineers at conferences like this, but for the most part, it seems like a lot of those guys are not getting with the program, with the open systems. Donny Walker's an exception of that, man. Open-minded, bright. Boy, he kicks the tires, though. He doesn't pull any punches. He doesn't like what you're doing. He doesn't pull any punches. So, dude, I guess the question most people want to know is who's got the best margarita so far?
I don't know.
They've all kind of sucked, haven't they?
That's kind of what I was thinking.
Well, we're at the Riverwalk. It's a beautiful city. We came here to eat Mexican food, with the exception of guacamole the first night. Food's been a little bit of a letdown. So.
We're guacamole connoisseurs. But hey, one more thing. We've been getting a lot of congrats going on today. There's been a lot of people coming up to you talking about some...
No. We can't talk about that. No, my wife is not pregnant again. It's something else. Kenny and I will be breaking that probably next week.
I thought we were going to break it now.
No way, man. No way.
Well, we got about 15 people, or 1,000 people actually. So good stuff.
Yep,
cool.
Good deal. All right. Rob Allen, Eric Stromquist. We're going to the bar. Hope you are too.
Absolutely. Hope those margaritas don't suck, dude.